disclaimer here, this is going to be the final Is Jesus Biblical video that I make. It's going to be number 10, and it has to deal with a very specific part of Acts, which I guess is supposed to be proof, again, of Jesus being the Messiah, but they really fucked this one up. So, the supposed prophecy comes from this guy named Stephen, who's yelling at the Israelites, and then they stone him. Because he was being a disruptive little shit, I guess. So, anyway, the supposed prophecy is that, and he said, "Behold, I see the heavens open and the Son of Man standing at the right hand of God." That's it. That's it in this supposed prophecy. The problem is that it's quoting Psalms 110. And Psalms 110 says it's a psalm of David, not Jesus. Okay? David. The Lord said to my Lord, "Sit at my right hand until I make your enemies a footstool for your feet. The Lord will extend your mighty scepter from Zion, saying, Rule in the midst of your enemies. Your troops will be willing on the day of battle. Arrayed in holy splendor, your young men will come to you like dew from the morning's womb." So if this is supposed to be about Jesus, what fucking military operation did Jesus take part in? Was he a soldier? No. Was he a general? No. Was he any kind of military leader at all? No, not at all. So this obviously is not about Jesus. Now getting back to the Acts story, okay? Here we have, this is my favorite part. 44. Our fathers had the tent of witnesses in the wilderness, just as he who spoke to Moses directed him to make it, according to the pattern that he had seen. Our fathers in turn brought it in with Joshua when they dispossessed the nations that God drove out before our fathers. So it was until the days of David, who found favor in the sight of God, and asked to find a dwelling place for the God of Jacob. But it was Solomon who built a house for him, yet the Most High does not dwell in houses made by hands. As the prophet says, "Heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. What kind of house will you build for me, says the Lord? Or what is the place of my rest? Did not my hands make all these things?" So, you may have missed it, but get this. So, Moses is out talking to God. God says, "Build me a tent." And that's going to be my house, my church. That's going to be the place that I dwell. And then later prophets say, no. I know God said that. But God doesn't actually dwell in a church or a tent. He dwells in heaven, and the earth is his resting place, his footstool. So, fuck what God said, right? Let's go with what man said. That's one of the reasons why I said they royally fucked this one up. Because, forget what God said. Let's just go by what everyone else says. So yeah, this is going to go ahead and be the end of my Is Jesus Biblical series. Obviously, Psalm 110 is about David and not Jesus, simply because Jesus was never a military leader. And it says the Lord has sworn and will not change his mind. Yeah, except he did change his mind if you are to go by Jesus being the Son of God, because once again, God said, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me." And yet Jesus said, "Thou shalt not come to the Father except through me." If we read a little further, it says here, "You are a priest forever in the order of Melchizedek." I didn't want to fuck that up. Melchizedek is actually Canaanite. It's a Canaanite pagan origins to that name. And it means, I think, one who... Oh, I looked it up, see? Whoops. Let me go back here. Here we go. Canaanite name meaning, "My king is the God of Sedek. My king is righteousness." So this just kind of goes to show the pagan origins behind Judaism and Zoroastrianism and things like that. So, yeah, there you go. Your Abrahamic monotheistic pagan, or your Abrahamic monotheistic beliefs are actually pagan have some pagan origins in them. So that is going to be it for tonight, guys.